gentleman from Texas is recognized.
I thank you, Madam Chair. It has been a preeminent privilege to serve under your leadership on the Financial Services Committee. I think I can say without question, reservation, hesitation, or equivocation that under your leadership, we have seen great change. But I also know this, that under your leadership, there is greater change to come. It's my honor to serve under your leadership. And still I rise, Madam Speaker, and I rise today to support H.R. 1443, the LGBTQ Business Equal Credit Enforcement Act. And I rise to thank the ranking member for his support of this legislation. He has been steadfast and he has been true to his word. I'm honored to support this legislation, and I think that it is appropriate for me to address first the question of whether invidious discrimination exists. If you deny that invidious discrimination exists, then you have to deny the existence of the KKK. To deny the existence of invidious discrimination would necessitate a denial of those who were in Charlottesville screaming, "Blood and soil, Jews will not replace us." I believe the case is self-evident. Invidious discrimination exists. So currently we have a system that allows us to collect the empirical evidence necessary to not only identify the invidious discrimination, but also help us to prevent the invidious discrimination. This legislation is absolutely necessary to acquire the empirical intelligence so that we may go forward and prevent invidious discrimination. And by acquiring this intelligence, I might add, we will also deter some of the people who have good sense such that they won't commit invidious discrimination because they will be aware of the intelligence acquisition. How do we do this? Well, here's how it happens. Currently, when you make your application, there is a place for you to indicate whether you are a minority person. If I am filling out the application, I would probably indicate that I'm a minority person, although I don't like the term. I use it only to communicate. I do not like the term minority. But for the purpose of communicating today, I would indicate that I am a minority person. The only thing this bill will do as it relates to acquiring the intelligence is give us another space so that we can now indicate that if you so choose, you are a member of the LGBTQ plus community. I could, in filling out this form, if I chose not to indicate that I'm a minority person, I wouldn't have to. I'd just sign it, complete other aspects of it, and I'd be done with it. It only allows for the placement of additional language on the document so that persons who desire to, and it's important to note that you must have the desire. It's with intentionality. You voluntarily do this. You would indicate, if you are, and you choose to, that you're a member of the LGBTQ plus community. I must say, candidly, I really don't see how this can become the debate that it's become. At some point in this country, we have to understand that discriminating against people because of who they are is inappropriate. It's unlawful. I'm a son of the segregated South, where I was lawfully discriminated against. I know what it looks like. I know what it smells like. I know what it sounds like. I know what invidious discrimination tastes like. I drank from filthy colored water fountains in my lifetime. I don't wish any of this type of behavior that I had to endure on anyone else. So I rise today in support of this legislation as a continuation of my mission to do all that I can to help others avoid the horrors of invidious discrimination. I'm so grateful to you, Madam Chair. You have always been a friend, not only to me, but of those who are among the least, the last, and the lost. And I thank you for all that you've done. I yield back.